Hey everybody, it's your boy Zero here for another gunpla review. In today's episode, we're going to cover the lackeys. Well, I'm just going to call it the Strike E with the IWSP pack. Or just simply put, the Strike E. This is from one of the many Gundam Seed spin-off series. Gundam Seed is Gundam Freed Frame Astrays. If you haven't noticed, this Gundam has a very similar shape and presentation of that of the Strike Noir. I believe from the manual, I can't read kanji, so I can't say this is 100% certain, but I do believe they were sister units. You know, units built at the same time with similar specs, but not exactly the same. Hence, obviously the different face and weapons, but similar body. Thus to make the parts interchangeable. But let's get into the review itself so I can talk about one of my now favorite designs for the Strike. I'm sorry, it's up there now. So let's get into the review. So, this is the Strike E with everything that comes in box. There's a lot, so that's why you don't see all of it. So, let's get down to this so we can get to the full review. It comes with a stand, obviously. And a stand adapter. You're definitely going to need this if you don't have it stand in properly, I guess, or stable enough, because it's very back heavy to the point that, as you can see, it's actually tilting the Gundam. That's not me bending the legs. The legs are actually straight. The weight of the backpack is causing it to shift slightly. So yeah, that's a thing. A pair of wires, which goes along with the two dynamic open hands. When supposedly you can put the wire in. And it's supposed to stay in there, which, as you can clearly see, it's not. But yeah, the wire is supposed to stay in here. The wire is supposed to shoot out with this piece here. The little arrowhead pieces, so yeah, these pieces are going on the tip of the wire. So they come either, you can use it either on the hands, both the right or left, or the feet, right or left. You have options there. Mini pilot. The Grand Slam. Simple articulations. There is no place to store this thing on the Gundam, so you have to put it to the side, unfortunately. And I don't know why it is in white. It should be in silver like all the other weapons. Well, by that I mean the backpack weapons, not the swords, because they're also in white. The one lone beam effect that goes to the beam boomerang. The shoulder cover, I mean it literally, this is the cover that goes on the shoulder joint. This is the only thing that's preventing you from actually using the shield on it. If it doesn't have, if you have the shield, the shoulder covered up, you can't use this. Basically, you can't use the shield if this is on it. They could have just put a hole in it, but hey, what can I tell you? The screws for the arms, technically, in my experience, you don't actually need it, because this is a similar build to that of the Strike Noir, and it had the same issue, put the screws in the arms, but I didn't need to, and it's still fine. But if you feel more comfortable putting the screw in, then that's your prerogative, but it hasn't really changed the build for me. A pair of trigger hands to go with the guns. A pair of holding hands for the swords. Three different types, technically three beam rifles, but two are different types. We have these two. And this one, I do believe this is the same beam rifle used in the Strike, regular Strike, the Strike Noir, and the Duel. And these are the same two type of guns that were actually also with the Duel and the Strike Noir, but not this regular Strike. We have the two types of decals, the water slide and the dry rub-on kind. And of course, the sticker sheet. This is the front camera, this is the back camera, these are on two of the guns, and these are the eyes. So, let's get to the big boy in question, because he's quite large. Okay, first major issue. That. It's you can knock it out of this thing with the lightest of touches. So be prepared to either glue it to make sure it never falls out again, or, you know, deal with the fact that you can, while moving this around, you will knock it off. So just for the sake of my sanity, I'm just gonna move it. Another thing, another major problem. This is very back heavy. It's literally causing the Gundam to tilt. So I'm just gonna take the backpack off for this part of the review, just to make everyone's life, including mine, easier. Yes, I am removing it in live action. There, yep. Unlike the... hit the camera. Unlike the Strike, this part of the backpack of the back does not move. It's stationary, but it's also kind of easy to knock out, so be careful there. As you can see, the same beam pistols are on each hip. And like I said, this is the shoulder cover that had to be removed for the machine gun shield. Which, don't get me wrong, I love the shield. It's cool as all sin. It's a machine gun and a shield. It's awesome. So, let's do some articulation. Arm bent. Arm all the way out. Forward. That's as far as it goes back. There you go. Ab crunch. Be careful when you put the backpack on, because you can and you will hit the V-fin on this dude. It's rather annoying. As you can see, knee goes up, knee goes down. Knee bend. Leg all the way up. Butt goes up. You can't really get it all the way down, so, but not bad. Great rotation at the ankle. That's as far as it goes sideways. And all the way back with a back kick. So, yeah, you're not going to get bad posing out of this dude. And these are the old school hands. You know, movable thumb, movable index finger, and the middle ring and pinky fingers are all one unit. Hence why you have different alternating hands. So if you want to have them hold the guns, hold the swords, which is, if you want, is one of the swords. Yet another thing, as you can clearly see on the box, are silver, but they said, nah, you can get silver for the handle, but not the blade itself. I do not get it. I honestly do not get it. And the second, outside the design of the Gundam itself, the secondary reason why I had to get this master grade, the backpack. So we're just gonna slide the Gundam to the left. It's not his time to be on camera anymore. Time for its backpack. Rifle goes left, right, up, and down. Wings can go up and down. The swords really just kind of sit here. Little wings on the side can go up and down. I usually keep them down as kind of like a baluster. You know, you gotta keep the balance on this thing. Because, like I said, it's very heavy. It itself is not heavy, but if you put it on the Gundam, it will fall backwards or cause the Gundam to tilt left or right, depending on which angle you have the backpack's weight shifted to. It's kind of a pain. This is honestly very color accurate, but the pain in building it is these little white sections right here and here. Because there's a slit at the bottom of this that you're supposed to slide in, a little piece of plastic. and it doesn't always lock into the spot, so it can fall out on you. So be careful when putting it in. And of course, the sword parts move left, right. And if this is up more, you can, yeah, no, that's as far as it goes. So you may have to move these out of the way when you're putting the backpack in. So let's get to the summary of this mobile suit. Okay, all in all, would I recommend the Master Grade Strike E? Strike E Gundam with the IWSP pack. Yes, if you like Strike Gundams, the Gundam Seed Universe, Gundams with various striker packs, I would recommend it. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the striker packs are all interchangeable, so you can throw this striker pack onto the Strike Gundam and the Noir packer on this dude, which would just basically make it the Strike Noir. You know, you do have options when it comes to Gundams with the striker pack option, so go nuts. With that being said, you have to be careful because you really should, if you have the space for it, use the stand on it, because the weight will could cause it to fall if it's not on a when you have it on your shelf or a wall, it's not pressed against it, it will fall backwards on you because of the extra weight. Or unless you have it propped up like I do currently, luckily, it's not going to go backwards right now, but it could. So be careful when you're setting up your, gunpla here. Like I said, it will fall backwards on you. I got cocky. It taught me a lesson. See what I mean? What I said before, you gotta be careful with the cannons. It could, and like I said, it caused the gun to tip. Yeah. Like I said, very back heavy. Okay, I think we should be good for the rest of this last segment. But yes, it was a good build. It took me a couple of days to do it, mostly because I was not feeling it. Depression, you know how it is. But I got it done. I got the body done in one day. It's the backpack, and yeah, it was the backpack. I didn't finish the backpack. Yeah, if I keep saying backpack, it'll actually be a word. But yeah, but it's a good suit. It's solid if you don't have the backpack on, because again, weight shift. So be cautious when building it, and be very cautious when putting it up on your shelf, because it will fall on you. Use the stand if you have the space. That is like a 100% zero rule right there. If you have space for this specific gunpla, make sure you use the stand that comes with it, because it will fall on you. Hence why I used the backpack and stand of the Strike Freedom. That thing would have kept falling over if you did not use the back stand. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next episode, when I'm probably going to do a new backlog. So I actually finally ran out of Universal Century Gundams and mobile suits. It's kind of sad. It's also kind of weird. I finally ran out of those dudes. I mean, end of an era for a brief moment. Ah, wait, never mind. I do have one. So check out on Friday when I do the review of the Narrative Gundam C Pack. Might as well finish up the Universal Century suits I own. Yeah. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on Friday. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, links are down below. And thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. Peace.